A gathering of protesters, anti-animancers, and their vile experiments. And this is us, just waiting around. Let's explore this city.
Sure.
A good place to start is a bar. Hello, Kickstarter backers! Welcome to the Goose
How
and
do
the
you do?
Fox. Bishop. The man behind the bar is nearly the size of a mawa, a handle protruding from his back, and his face is set in a stoic frown. He gives you a small nod. Here for a drink? There's a tiny pewter cup in front of him. He turns it in one broad hand, but doesn't drink from it. Tell me about yourself. Name's Bishop. Used to be a scholar of Barath. Now I run the Goose and Fox and keep the regulars in line. He shifts and you see a warhammer strapped to his back. What more is there to tell? How'd you go from religion to taverns? The journey isn't as long as you think. It started with Hollowborn, and with this, he takes a black bottle from under the bar and fills the pewter cup. It was my sister's son. He takes a drink. At the beginning of Waidwin's legacy, he was one of the first. I never expected there would be so many after him. Tragedy is part of the cycle, but it's followed by rebirth. Yet every year more parents were grieving for their hollow-born children, and the gods were silent. So you lost your faith? He leans forward, crossing his arms on the bar. Barath promises rebirth, cycles, but the only cycle I found was this one. He taps the bar. Have a drink, have another, and another until I couldn't remember how I got home. Wake up, come back. I finally woke up one day to see my family had packed up and left. For all I know, they left days before and I just hadn't noticed. But they were gone, so I came here. Abandoned by his family, that's rough. I've cleaned up since then. Not that I found my answers. He tosses the cup back. I've just stopped asking questions. This is a lively place. It was founded in the early days of Deerwood and independence by a traveling scholar named Errol of Levi. He wanted a place where kith of all kinds, of all backgrounds, could gather and hash out the issues facing their new country. He rests his elbow on the polished wood of the bar. It didn't take long for the place to fill up. Brackenbury aristocrats argued with dock workers from the Gift, while soldiers wrangled with politicians. Deerwoodans have never been known to turn down an argument. He takes a sip from the tiny cup. What happened next? Soon, kith were coming from the farms and settlements, too. He waved at the door, as if expecting a crowd to bustle in. This place got even more popular with the Valian sailors from the salty mast, and that was the problem. He drains his cup. No matter what people say about fair-mindedness and civil debate, there's only so much people will tolerate. Errol found himself on the wrong side of an argument with the wrong Thane, and when he disappeared a few days later, some said it was the work of that Thane. He shrugs, spreading his hands over the bar as he surveys the room. But Errol knew which way the wind was blowing. If you ask me, he skipped town, hid out somewhere, hoping for rational minds to prevail in Defiance Bay. He cracks a wry grin. If only he could see it now. I'd like to order some refreshments. Do we have enough camping supplies? I think we need one. A yellow Labrador. Let's sell him some shit. Okay, no adventures there. No quests. A dragon is outlined in charcoal pencil. The thick, jagged lines and the faint smell of sulfur suggest that the artist completed this sketch in a hurry. Cliff Dragon, White March, 2685. Let's talk to Kenra. A woman sits by herself, spinning something on the table in front of her and watching it with furious intensity. It's about the size of a coin and it wobbles over a crack in the wood with a metallic rattle. She snatches it up with one hand and slams a half-empty cup down on the table with the other. This is not a good time. What is that thing you're spinning? She glowers at her closed fists. Something I need to get rid of. You look like you could use another drink. I'll get there. She takes a long drink from her glass, just trying to calm down and trying to talk myself out of something foolish. Something foolish? She says nothing for a few moments, as if hoping you'll leave. At last, Kenra looks up at you, and lamplight falls across her face. A purpling bruise is blossoming along her cheekbone. Domestic violence? There's something I need to give to my fiancé, Pernisk. Only he doesn't seem to go anywhere without his new friends, and they're not exactly pleasant company. Who hit you? She shakes her head. I know how this looks, but you don't understand. It's not like Pernisk. It's these new friends of his. They brought out the worst in him. Sounds just like the abused. Tell me about these new friends. They come into our house with their dead eyes and their black teeth. I'm not a fool. I know what it means. Pernisk makes me leave when they show up, but it's obvious what they come to do. Last time they came, I told them to get out. Let them have their fun somewhere in the gift, but not under my roof. She scowls and then winces, her fingertips gently probing her bruise. Sveff changes you, I guess. The Pernisk I knew wouldn't have squashed a spider. I never thought he'd... She trails off, still feeling the swollen, discolored flesh. Oh, Sveff must be a drug. I thought Sveff just made people lay around not doing much. Kenra shrugs. I don't really know. Seems better than believing he's always been this way. Maybe I could go talk to him. Her hand rests on the table and she clenches it into a white-knuckled fist. There's nothing more to say to him. We're finished. I just want to give this back to him and have a clean break. She opens her hand and a ring clatters onto the table. It was his grandmother's. Even after this, I don't have the heart to sell it off. But if I go back there myself, I know what'll happen. I lose my temper, and I'll probably wind up with another one of these. She points to her bruise. I'll take this ring to Pernisk, then. She looks at you and nods. The house is just north of here. Just, please don't hurt him. As furious as I am, I don't want that on my conscience. We'll try not to. A dwarf and an Orland debate philosophy on the other side of the curtain. Well, nobody's here watching me. Plus 20 defense while stunned, plus 20 defense while prone. That's awesome. This Stelgar's pelt is thick with dust and moths. The plaque below the beast reads Maiden Falls 2682. Let's see what's on the second floor. Deadshot Dayton. Dayton is busy filing a spur off of a small round bullet. A burly Almaua raises a hand in greeting. Ilfa nods at you, a pint in one hand and a mace slung over her shoulder. The Orlan woman nods at you, a cup of wine in hand and a scepter across her lap.
Hail, traveler.
You look like you've seen a night or two in the wilds. Joining us for a drink? Who are all of you? The name's Two-Tone Weaksel. The lady next to me is Key. We've had our fun with the expeditions, but we were hoping to enjoy a little peace and quiet for the next few weeks anyway. A man at the next table nods at you. I'm Deadshot Dayton. This is Hurdy and Ilfa. We were part of separate expedition teams, but we both suffered losses and decided to band together. He ticks several items off his fingers. Beasts, barbarians, biowax. It's a dangerous time to be an adventurer, but a prosperous one too. At the next table, Dayton raises his glass, and here's to many more prosperous journeys. Is there something else you wanted? No. Can't rob people when they're still in the room. The most unfortunate tale of Favia and Bernat. A Valian Legeth tragedy. Okay. So I guess that's it. At least we got one quest out of it. Let's go visit the wife beater.
Well, whatever happens, at least we're out of that mud hole, Gilded Vale. I grew up in Gilded Vale. Quaint. That's what I meant to call it. No, you had it right.
Party banter, gotta love it. This is the place. Maybe we could just rough him up a little bit without killing him. Oh, this is a crack house. Svef. Let's see what this drug does. +4 will, and +10 max endurance, -2 focus, -2 perception, -4 resolve. Svef can be traced back to provisioners in the Valian republics. where the markets for the plant in question enjoy rapidly rising demand. Most commonly chewed or inhaled, Svef is infamous for the near catatonic state in which it often places its adherents. Those who use it claim that the drug gives them a sense of urgency and meaning, lost when the effects fade. More colorful accounts claim that the drug allows one to look within themselves and witness the sight of their own soul. We'll take it. Wait, what's happening? Am I imagining this? That's what an addict would say. Lots of mercenaries. The guard holds up a hand as you approach. You can turn right back around. The lower floors are all yours, but nobody goes upstairs. What's up there? The guard shakes his head. What do you think? The bedroom, all that. Private things, I'm saying. You don't go creeping around other people's rooms. Give 100 copper. Bribe. Any chance you could look the other way? I do like the view over this way. He turns around. Okay. Maybe the dude is upstairs. Why is there a fight?
Slow and silent.
Are we really here to bust up a crack house? I'm saving.
How may I help? How may I help? How may I help?
What? Yes?
Huh?
Let's slow this battle down.
Aye? Aye?
Got him.
That is a shame. This was a perfectly peaceful crack house.
Sure.
There he is. Pernisk. A man lies bound and bloodied on the floor before you. His face is a tapestry of bruises, and blood is spattered across several corners of the room. The man cringes and sobs as you approach. Gods, please, please no more. I can't take any more. I'm not here to hurt you. The man pauses, gazing up at you. You're not? Oh, praise Barras. You're not one of his men, are you? He glances nervously behind you. He shakes his head. Please, I don't know who you are, but my name is Pernisk. This is my house. You have to help me. Then who was that downstairs? An imposter, some wizard named Nyrid. He came into my house, tied me up in here, tortured me, and now he and his men are eating my food, breaking my things, selling svef inside my own house. He blinks. He just turned up all of a sudden? Pernisk looks away, unable to meet your gaze. I may have hung on to a tiny portion of my supplier's share, but I needed that money. What exactly happened to your svef dealer? Pernisk winced. Look, I know it's not the best line of work, especially with all that happened, but it pays well, very, very well, and well, people want the stuff, don't they? But is it worth all this, losing Kenra? Pernisk grimaces. I have to, I'm sorry. I don't have any other trade. Nothing that's going to support us. Someday I'll get out of this business, when we don't need it anymore. Why should I help you? Because it's the right thing to do? Okay, look. Nyrid took all of my money, but he still has it. If you kill him, he's bound to have most of it on his person. You can have all of it. Maybe I can convince him to leave. You don't know him, what he's capable of. You'll see soon enough. Don't we have his ring? Don't we need to give him his ring? Looks like we're getting into more fights then. The man before you flashes you a toothy and rather unpleasant grin. Well now, a new face. Welcome, friend. Name's Pernisk. And this, he gestures to the room around you, is my humble abode and place of business. And I do hope you're in here to do some business. He glances at the nearby guard. I found the man you tied upstairs, the one also claiming to be Pernisk. That's so, he shakes his head. Shame you had to go digging around, friend, because now I can't exactly let you leave, can I? Shit. Nyrid was getting tired of pretending to be that sad sack anyhow. His mouth curves into a snarl. Guards! Hold on, maybe we can come to an arrangement. What do you propose? Never mind.
Where is it?
How may I help?
Yes?
Hey.
I'm here.
What?
Stop! Nyrid staggers back, holding a bloody hand in front of him. I give up. Just leave and I'll go peacefully, alright? Too late. He dead.
On your word.
Huh? Yes? Yes?
This could be useful. It converts the damage done through corrosive damage into endurance.
Huh?
Almost.
Arthek worth Thunroth. Aye? Aye?
Hmm?
Well, Aloth is in a predicament.
What?
Hey.
Dead on!
We did it! Okay, and that's about all the time we have, so I will see you in our next video. Take care.